You know, I can hunt you down.
Welcome to No Enemies Here, the news for the cruise. Welcome. Beautiful day. It's a beautiful life, regardless of what's going on. I was checking out the 12 karma lessons or something on YouTube while I was in my my smoking cabin. I had to build a hut in my garage so it doesn't smell around the house because my better half has a sensitive nose and she pukes. Hey, what can I tell you? It is what it is. So, you know what? GMT's got a new monthly update. Let's check it out, man. Okay, so Gene gives us his hello and the Merry Christmases and the Happy Holidays to everybody. And they got some new posters, man. The John Butterfield Space Corps. There's some nice posters, man. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see here. Okay, playtesters wanted, right? So, one of the games, developer Joe Dewhurst is looking for testers for Bear Trap. So, you know, get on the GMT monthly thingy. There's a link there if you want to play test Bear Trap. Sign up and play test here, there, right? Also, Triumvir testing. This is Mark Herman and Jeff Engelstein's game. Ken Kun, the developer, says, click here if you want to participate. And also, Red Sea testing of Twilight Struggle. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the solo system for Twilight Struggle in Twilight Struggle Red Seas, all right? So I think you're going to have to use Tabletop Simulator, fill out this form, and no experience needed, no previous Twilight Struggle experience needed. Let's see what else they got here. Hey man, new game. Infernal Machine. This is by that guy. What's that guy's name? What's that guy's name? We all know him. Game designers Ed Ostermeyer and Jeremy White. Ooh, Jeremy White's pairing up with a lot of people. So this game is about it's during the American Civil War, and it's design, build, and crew a submarine during the American Civil War. Seriously? Oh man, you get 4 action boards, a mechanics board, a tactical board, 3 counter sheets, 3 card decks, 2 D10s, booklets, and player aids. I'm wondering how, well, I was gonna say how closely related to Gregory Smith's game this is, but I doubt it because Jeremy White is a completely different animal than Gregory Smith. So it's Infernal Machine, Dawn of Submarine Warfare. That sounds pretty cool. Well, that's what it is for GNT for me.
Hello, this is Riccardo Masini, and it's time. The greatest day in history and games is December 25, Christmas Day 1914. One of the best known moments in all military history, but without any battles to be fought. The day of the Christmas truce. World War I, by then still known as the Great European War, is raging since months. The opposite armies of Germany on one side, Great Britain and France on the other, are held in a dangerous deadlock. The maneuvers to outflank the enemy after the Great Battle of the Marne have led to the so-called race to the sea, a gradual advance towards the English Channel. While the race is going on, in all the sectors down the line, men are busy creating protections, dugouts, obstacles, and fortifications. By the end of the year, a long line of entrenchments runs from the Swiss border up to the North Sea and the English Channel. This leads to another kind of war, partly anticipated by the great field works of the later phase of the American Civil War, but unheard of on such a gigantic and continental scale. This war of attrition forces soldiers from both sides to stand still in close proximity with their enemies for protracted periods of time, engaged in a perennial series of useless battles. Of course, this situation creates many occasions for contact between the two sides, and a sort of live and let live attitude progressively takes hold. No assaults are made while the enemy trenches are flooded by bad weather. Spontaneous ceasefires are granted to allow for recovery and burial of the dead. Informal truces happen sporadically, and even bombardments and offensive actions are conducted only in preset moments of the day and for limited periods of time. And then, as it happens all years, Christmas came. The Germans had been told that they would have been home before the autumn leaves would fall. The Allies were told that war would be over by Christmas. And here they are now, staring each other across no man's land in the holiest of days dedicated to peace and goodwill for all mankind. What happened next in many sectors of the front was both extraordinary and perfectly natural. First, German soldiers made some improvised Christmas trees by putting candles on branches and fixing them above their trenches. British and even French soldiers responded by singing Christmas carols, to which Germans replied with traditional songs like Tannenbaum and Adeste Fidelis. The first brave men put their head above the lines. Not a single shot was fired. Even artillery was silent that day. And now someone, a German soldier here, a British infantryman there, got out of the trench and began walking in no man's land unarmed. Officer at first tried to get the men back to their posts, but then they saw enemy officers joining their own men on the other side. And so, the greatest armies of the world met into the literal center of the great inferno on earth that they had unleashed upon each other, and began chatting, joking, exchanging small gifts, telling each other their own stories about family, school, girlfriends. Also, the fallen comrades were not forgotten. Joint parties roamed around looking for their bodies, joint ceremonies were held for their burial, joint prayers were said for their souls. Then, someone found a bowl, or even a small tin can, or tied together some rags, and small games of football or rugby were held. This happened all over the Western Front, and in many places on the Eastern Front too. The truce held up for Christmas Day, then for Boxing Day, in some places even up to New Year's Day. After that, the senseless killing began anew. Notwithstanding the reprisals from the commanding officers and even many cases of official punishment for such unmilitary behavior, other informal truces were held in later years. But none of them was as great and as amazing as the Christmas truce of 1914. when the soldiers of Europe stopped fighting each other and recognized their enemy as their brothers and fellow human beings. This episode tells much about the condition of a soldier at war. A terrible experience which often does not appear in our rational and highly analytical war games. But there is a game that captures this spirit. A very simple but engaging card game. The Grizzled. In The Grizzled, you are the member of a group of friends enlisted together and stuck all in the same trench. You'll have to carry out missions, share your resources with your comrades, avoid traps and dangers of all kinds. What does a cost, however? And soon your character will accumulate fears and traumas, which in many cases will lead to the failure of the next missions. Your only hope is represented by your friends, which can give support and help you out. With a few very simple mechanics, The Grizzled captures all the mood and tragedy of the Great War. Also thanks to the wonderful drawings by Tignou, a French comic author later himself victim of a conflict, having been killed in the 2015 Charlie Hebdo massacre. So, in this game, the goal is not glory, nor victory, nor treasure. The goal is to survive the war together, getting back to your life and enjoy the greatest victory of all: peace. It is not by chance that I chose this event and this game. Probably not a true war game, but a great game about war. Christmas is once again upon us. A time of happiness and celebration, but also of reflection. 2021 has been a tough year, almost as bad as 2020. We lost many loved ones, we are still fighting against the pandemic everywhere in the world, we still have many great challenges before us. In all this, let us all put aside our differences for these days and remember that we play war games not because we love war itself, but because we all love sharing our fun and passion for history with other fellow players in peace and mutual understanding. We want to meet new people, discuss our common interests, hopefully make some new friends. That is the true message of the Christmas truce. Let us all live in peace, enjoy some good games, and celebrate our common human nature as brothers and sisters. My most sincere best wishes for a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year, full of joy and games. Oh, in other words, dall'Italia. Tanti auguri per un buon Natale e un felice nuovo anno a tutte e tutti voi. So, that's it for this year. See you on the next battlefields. Ciao.
It is that time of year where we separate the men and women from ordinary mediocrity to status of legend. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 No Enemies Here Grognard of the Year!
Hey! You know, I can hunt you down.
This is Steve Hackett here, you're watching No Enemies Here.
Seriously? Really? These sons of
Cast your votes in the comments below to send a mortal coil inhabitant to lasting eternity. They shall never grow old.
Was für ein Mistdreck ist das denn, Duce?
The lights, the voice of Seek Out and Play, Undaunted Normandy. Well, I should say Undaunted Normandy, Undaunted Reinforcements, a game designed by David Thompson and Trevor Benjamin. These are Seek Out and Play's version of, I shouldn't say version, but reciting of the solo rules. Jeff McAleer of the Gaming Gang takes a first look at Reinforcements, episode 733 on the Gaming Gang Dispatched, a game designed by David Thompson and Trevor Benjamin, published by Osprey Games. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer, 3 videos out this week. The Right, Furthermore, Most, More, whatever. Car Wars 6th edition review through part 3. Also an episode of Whiskey Charlie's Christmas Show and Battle Systems Outbuilding, like an outhouse. And my compatriot and close friend paisan, Gilbert Collins on Nations in Arms, with an honorable mention to the Napoleonic Wars. Love that font. On Marco Omnigamer, USS LaFay review, the ship that would not die. GMT is giving us an introduction to Ed Ostermeyer and Jerry White's Infernal Machine, Dawn of Submarine Warfare, a game I am truly looking forward to. For our Italian friends, Mauro Faina is live with Il Gianni Zero Nero, plus speaks about Bitter Woods and Tactics 2 on Il Gianni Zero Nero. Familiar face of John Krantz of Compass Games. We have a Town Hall episode 35 of December 23rd, 2021. Jan Heineman is back with Let's Play History, offering us 2 videos. Groot as hat sich ausgepitcht. Number 3. Also, can I run a Kriegspiel on his own? So, this is a first test run. He asked me to get into Kriegspiel, but Jan, mein Freund, ich no haben the time. The artist that is Matt White and designer, playing a larger retro scenario. That's his after action report, another after action report of the Battle of Quatre Bras and the Battle of Saint-Amand. LAIR. There's a slash there, so I had to stop. After action report. And Ligny 1815 after action report. Last Eagles from Hexesism. Or Hexesism. What am I saying? Hexesism. Exorcism! Legendary Tactics offers us 6 videos. On the right, football strategy, how to play Avalon Hills, old game, plus designing a deck, I guess for his game of cards. Then top 10 holiday board gamers for your holiday group, I'm assuming, and Christmas board game gift ideas. Also, Super Auto Pets great strategy, the beef cack. Well, it's cake, but there's 3 dots, so it's the beef cack. And why he quit 4 digital games. On Legendary Tactics. On Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, we have great series of the American Civil War multiplayer Long Roads to Gettysburg. Short fight that was. Many damages. JK Wargames, Breach and Clear, SAS Operations. That's the video that's happening on JK Wargames. The man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, talks about sex toys. Yeah, let it sink in, ladies and gentlemen. It's a story about sex toys. And then we move on to Offense à outrance. Number 10, Rap and Review. On Little Wars TV, it's the 4th week and final week of their countdown to Christmas. That is Holiday Scenario Giveaway. Week number 4. On Diagonal Moves, 2 videos, Undaunted, North Africa, a component overview, and Undaunted Reinforcements, again, a component overview. My consigliere KilRoyWasHere, Robert Carroll, a 2-time Charles S. Robert Award recipient, takes a look at Worthington Publishing's book game. I like this. Waterloo Solitaire book game. Quick page turn and intro. This week on Combat Board Games, Unbagging Operation Barbarossa Army Group Center by Dark City Games. On the big board, we got Big Board Mystery, Giveaway and Chat, plus the OCS, the Third Winter Scenario Overview. Hex to Hex talks about Battle of the Bulge, Ardennes. This is a pre-game talk, I guess. This is an old gamers game, I should say. It is. And a Hexy unwrapping. 2 videos on my own worst enemy. Actually, I should say 1, because the other video to the right was showcased on last week. So, part 6 of Across 5 Aprils, and it's Peerage, a game designed by Multi-Man Publishing. For our Spanish viewers, Wargame Reviewer has a couple of videos out, and this is concerning Red Storm in between Bayota cons. So, please, check it out, and also, check out Red Storm. The handsome man that is Devin Heinel on Lock and Load Publishing's Lock and Load Tactical December 18, 2021. This is a tactical update show, plus Heroes of the Bitter Harvest, where we see him as a Panzer Commander. I should say Captain, or Commander, or thingy. Release. That is, it's released on Steam for Lock and Load Publishing. Mo of Mo's Game Table, 3 videos out. NATO 1961, The Berlin Crisis from Micro Game Design. Also, Celle des Ardennes, December 23rd to 27th, 1944, from Revolution Games, and an episode, that is episode 34, Christmas and the End of the Year, of Whiskey Charlie. The Grognard of 2020, who will soon finish his reign of the year of Grognard of the Year. Jim Ozarski, 2 videos, The Battle of Quatre Bras for Polemos, and The Memory of Gandamak for the men who would be, well, if it was the man who would be, I would say king, but the men who would be, je ne sais pas. So, please, do not forget to vote for Grognard of 2021. It's important to that winner to win. Tony of Tony's Board Life has on video The War Room Live. Also, Turn 2 May 27th, Learning Game. And what's in the box? An unboxing of Soviet Dawn, The Russian Civil War, a game by Darren Lavalov, published by Worthington Publishing, and GTS Arty example with Spotter. Explain this to me, please. Grand Tactical Series? Could it be? Tarot 1943 unboxing on World War II Solitaire Board Game Channel. I just received that game, a game published by Worthington Publishing. My favorite expat Frenchie Freddy Serval, Wargame Santa 21 unboxing and channel update. This year, he could take part in BGG's Wargames Secret Santa initiative, where Grognards offer each other war games from their wish list. For this Christmas, join him as he unboxes his gifts and gives a channel update. For our Spanish viewers, Julius Fairfax has 5, not 6, 5 videos out. How were the games of the international team? I'm trying to read Spanish here. Eran los juegos des international team. Also, Attila, another video on Austerlitz, and another video on Yom Kippur, and again, being redundant, on the Iliad. Iliad. Redundancy means, I didn't want to say another video, but I just said it. So what's the use of saying redundancy, or redundant? Riccardo Mazzini, the professor and historian, with his Warlog live special, The Battle of England. Also, auguri di buon Natale e buon anno nuovo dai nostri amici, ... basically Happy New Year, Merry Christmas from our friends, ... for our Italian listeners. Timmy of Harebrained Games, 2 videos this week. He reviews Nussfjord. I think that's the way it's pronounced. Yes, it's a fjord. Also, Harebrained Games 2021 Board Game Awards. The cuddliness that is Rough Swordsman's Wargamer. Open the box segment, GMT's Panzer Expansion. Expansion 3, an unboxing, plus a playthrough of Mrs. Thatcher's War of Falklands 1982 turns 16 to 19 from White Dog Games. The Board Game Chronicles, top 3 wargame suggestions for Christmas. Hurry up, peeps, Christmas is now. Also, top 3 suggestions for Christmas Part 2. Yes, the previous one was Part 1. And last moment Christmas gifts suggestions for wargamers. He's got it all covered.
Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Solarians review. This week we did 3 first look videos. The first is a free Dragonlance Nexus module that's compatible with D&D 5th edition. It's called Champions of Krynn, which is influenced by the old SSI Gold Box video game of the same name. The module contains 4 encounters and each takes about an hour to play. They will be releasing several other chapters in the future. The comments section for this video has the URL where you can download the module for free. Next, we did a first look at the micro RPG known as Kill the Commie Bastards. It's a game where the player characters are characters similar to Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rambo, and Chuck Norris. This plays more like a miniatures game than a role-playing game, as there's really no background story or fluff in the rule book. Last, we did a first look at Boots and Saddles Air Cavalry in the 80s from GDW. It's an Assault Series module about platoon-level air cavalry conflict in Europe circa 1985. This module adds rules to the Assault series for helicopters and air defense weapons. Thanks for watching and have a good evening.
Age of Sails, ship-to-ship combat in the Age of Sails, Captain C, the American frigates, 1799 to 1815, a game designed by the sailmaster Mike Nagel. Probably one of the most important channels on YouTube. Remember World War II, no story left behind. More and more as time goes on, we lose these great warriors, and having them tell their stories gives us a glimpse of the horrors of war. On Ben Harsh Rules, only the way Ben can say it. The rules breakdown of part 5 of The Last 100 Yards, which includes another video preceding it, part 6. On Wardy Roleplay's World War II channel this week, Multiman's publishing SCS, that is the Strategic Combat Series, North African Unboxing. The Monsters of the Player's Aid are unboxing Once We Moved Like the Wind from Compass Games. Also review Command and Colors Samurai Battles from GMT and unboxing Hidden Strike American Revolution. This week on Dave's Gaming Gang, Silent Victory missions number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Also, he shows us his dice tower. On Kings and Generals, post-Caesar Civil Wars, Battle of Mutina. Also, Fall of Wake Island, Pacific War number 5, animated historical thingy. And Feigned Retreat and how to use it in battles. Number shorts? That's what I see there. Or is it a hashtag? I'm confused. Plus, Great Northern War number 4, Battle of Poltava, 1709. This week on the Discriminating Gamer, Fire in the Sky. Also, the top 10 games of 2021 announcement concerning the Discriminating Gamer. And Absolute War, the Russian Front, 41 to 45, a game published by GMT, designed by CARROLL Parazzi. And Cody's top 10 games of 2021. The minister, that is Joel Toppin, has a slew of videos. Next War, Taiwan. Number 2, The Invasion. Number 3, The Air War Intensifies. Number 4, Synopsis of a Turn 2. And number 5, Sea Area Control. And number 6, Red Tide. Look at that. He's kicking hiney. On the tabletop's edge this week, Last Blitzkrieg from the Battalion Combat Series, the campaign playthrough of the 19th of December 44, Part 2, Stuck in the Mud. On the operations room, Ladrang 65. We were soldiers once, and young. This is parts 1 of 2 of an animated, historically kind of thingy on the conflict. Cousin Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair is counterclipping with the RPG Traveler. Also on everything you wanted to know about Wargame but were afraid to ask. We had Ryan Heilman, and it was an interesting discussion, and we stayed on topic. Plus Artie's unboxing ASL Festung Budapest, a game published by Multi-Man Publishing, and his Inside the Box segment of Wavel's War. Europa. Wavel's War, that is. On Wars of the World this week, the story of the T-10 tank. How the Soviets pushed. That's right. And how did Apache turn their... Or how did Apache... a she, turn her enemy's screams into a weapon. Three deadliest, my God, 3 deadliest communists of the Vietnam War. And Mark Felton has 1 video out, but you see 2 here. Well, that's because I wanted to get the Mark Felton imagery here, right? So he has Stalingrad Christmas, the German rescue operation. Goering, eh? It's not Christmas without ID Jester playing the Great Wall, starting 2-player co-op game, First Play Part 2. The Great Wall, it's a game. That's why he's playing it. The Chief and bonding with board games this week, Twilight 2000 episode number 4, where Dratus and the Sweet Duke, myself, meet up with a hell of a squad, Russian squads, and we come out of it alive. I just want to let you know, but hurt. Also, second video this week, review of Tank Duel expansion number 1, North Africa, a game by Mike Bertuccelli, and the Chief goes on solo with Twilight 2000 going evil. World War II Day by Day with Indy Nidell has 2 videos out this week. The first one being a biography of Amin al-Hussein, the Nazi-Islam alliance, he says, and also how Hitler, Churchill, Roosevelt, and Stalin spent Christmas. Another week, another show, another Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Of course I'm gonna do a show on Christmas. The show must go on. Freddie Mercury said so. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and if you'd like to donate to this channel, it does help a lot. And you know what? I'd like to wish happy holidays. I say happy holidays because I don't know what religion, denomination all these people are, but people like Matt White, Herman Lutman, Stephen B. Pope, Carl Paradzi, David Thompson, the most handsome wargame designer in history, Gilbert Toasteven, where are you, Gilbert? Come on. John Vogel, Bill McGinnis, Mark Russell, Bill Simoni, Sundberg, Michael, Mike Anthony, and check out this name, Holden Messerschmidt. Happy holidays, Holden, Richard Thompson, Stephen O'Brien, Richard Savage, Remy van der Barg, Will Burton, Michael Vincenti, sorry, Mike, I didn't know you were a brother. Dan Versen, Mauro Faina, Rob Moffat, Uwe Eicher, Josh Stein, Kevin C. Hunn, Greg Johnson, Thomas Marks, Erskine Weideman, Gaston Bonhomme, Troy Nantis, Britt the Brit Strickland. I hope you're having a good stout, Brit. And you know what? I'm gonna have a nice whiskey tonight. You know that? I'll have it on you, man. Timmy Royal, Mark Flanagan, Douglas Gearhart, John Nolan, Joel Udu, Tom Wolsoisin. Jeez, Tom, I massacred your name. God. Brent Ward, Dan Webb, Artie, Patrick Mullen, Glenn Gabrielson, Mo Romaniac, Ricardo Buonafesta, and Mark Grubich, Jerry Winchell, Holly Durkee, Jeffrey Arnold, E. John Tichy, Dave Tomko, Raymond Fiore, Trevor Just, man. That guy's someone to be reckoned with. Terry Yoder, Peter Roncoli, Ben Morrison, Kevin Bertram, Tony of Tony's Board Life, Dratus, Ron Nicholson Dratus, Andrew Frankie, Johan Kohi, Hethwill, David Miskell, Fred Serval, my favorite Frenchie. Also Jeff Fry, Francisco de Aguiar, Victor Sintron. Victor, you and your daughter, happy holidays, my friend. And Michael Coleman, Mark V. McNair, and Brian Gash, Brian Gash, that's what I say. And Carl Creeder. I'll get his name right one day. Guys, have happy holidays. I'll have a little Bunnahabhain 12 probably tonight, or maybe a Canadian whiskey. We'll see. I'll have one or two, who knows. Stigler, eh? You'll be well. And Merry Christmas. Have a good one. Be kind. It takes more energy to be mean. I know. We go to bed at night thinking, you know, how to pummel that person who did us wrong. Lord knows I did it. I'm trying to do it less. There's still one guy I want to pummel. I don't know. I'm having my children over, so it's gonna be the four of us, me, my girlfriend, my kids. Very quiet evening. I'm gonna love it. I can't believe how much groceries are, man. I bought some stuff, you know, to make it the happy, merry. Bloody hell, man. I think it was like, really, sincerely, 2 half bags of grocery bags, you know, the paper ones was $207. I don't know, man. $207 when eating becomes a luxury. Anyways, I'll keep saying anyways. Play games, have fun. We're probably gonna play a game tonight. Yay! But we're not gonna play a war game. We're probably gonna play something like what's that card game? Something. Oh my god, I forget it. But it's a 16 card game, and I know my daughter wants to play. So, again, thank you very much. Don't forget to vote for Grognard of the Year. Someone needs to be king or queen or company of the year. You know, we gotta have that title. Someone deserves that title. Come on. Give it a shot. Write it in the comments down below. And thanks, Robert Carroll, for all you do for me, for my brains. You know, keep me sane, even though you're a little bit askew. You know what I'm saying? And Carl Krauter. Thanks for everything you do. Every Wednesday we get together with the Fokker Circus, you know, the Fokker Flying Circus. We have a pipe, and we just talk about stuff, man. And that's what camaraderie is about. Talking about stuff, or not talking about stuff. Just hanging around, waiting till B flies by while he's in California. For me, it's, you know, dislodging the crystals in my nose because it's so cold. And life is good, man. Think about it. Life is good. Merry Christmas. And for those people who don't celebrate Christmas, well, Merry Great Day. Ciao.